Hi, my name is Katie Carney, and here's my final report on Gear Grinders, my bike company. Alrighty, here's what we're going to go over today. So, essentially, Gear Grinders is an up and coming or environmentally friendly bike shop located in the heart of New York City. We offer retail in the field for bikes, accessories, spare bike parts, and some services. The opportunities in our field, we can open chain stores, we can offer student discounts. There's also the opportunity to start selling electric bikes because that's a growing field. Some threats to our company is competitors with similar products in the field, online bike sales since we don't have those yet, and bike rentals in the city because those can be really popular too, especially for people that visit the town. Some strengths is that it's a big city store. There will be a lot of foot traction around it, so people will just pass by a lot. It's a newer business, so people might be intrigued by helping out a small company. And our company uses a lot of sustainability efforts, so that is a strength that brings in customers too. The weaknesses for this company is that it's a long-term purchase and a seasonal sport, so that might refrain people from buying a bike. This is my balance scorecard from quarter five. We're more on the minimum side of most of these performances. I've learned a lot about conscious capitalism through this, and I've tried to apply this by being more of a we company than a me company, concentrating on the business and ecosystem to create and optimize the value of my workplace. And I've been trying to focus on purpose rather than only profits. And I've been trying to see that there's trust and cooperation between all stakeholders that are involved with the company. Now, looking a bit at the business plan that I had made in quarter three and how that holds up to now, we'll start off with the marketing strategy. In quarter three, we wanted to invest more in research and development in order to expand our brand. We thought like this would be a short-term loss for some long-term success, and we wanted to change like the brand designs, the prices, the advertising. And unfortunately, we did not achieve this because I did not have enough money to invest in any research or development. We did change our brand designs by eliminating one of our bikes, and we lowered some of our prices and tried to boost our advertising a bit more. Our sales channel. In the first two quarters, we exceeded our goals of how many bikes we've sold. And in the future, we wanted to open another store in order to optimize demand, hire some more staff, and create more demand for our bikes. And did we achieve this? We did end up opening another location in Amsterdam because this location was so expensive for us to invest in. We didn't have enough money to hire enough staff, so the units sold actually dropped due to not having enough staff to manufacture enough bikes. In the human resources sense, we wanted to make employees happier by increasing compensation, package benefits, also, again, investing in some research and development for overall workplace morale and the health and sustainability of our staff. And we did achieve this a bit because our employee satisfaction has raised by over 20% because of our raises in wage, our improvement to our insurance packages, and we did have more days off. And overall, this has increased the workplace morale. For our manufacturing strategy, we wanted to do more an aggressive market development plan and really increase fixed production capacity, as in like the number of units sold. And we did. We did try to do that starting in quarter four, but in the end, that did take our finances and leave our employees unhappy because again, we didn't have enough employees for the amount of manufacturing that I was trying to have them do. In the sense of finances, quarter three, that's when my company started to demise financially a little bit. And so I was going to try to spend more time focusing on our finances. And in order to make this possible, I was going to take some money from the bank and take some even more venture capital than previous quarters. But in the end, this was one of my biggest struggles. And I just kept losing money after the initial rebate prices that I put on the bikes. So there was no coming back for that because even after I took money out of the bank, like people were getting so much money back from our bikes that I wasn't making enough to essentially pay off the loan. And were my goals reached? Unfortunately, overall, no, my goals were not really reached, and it ended up being more of a financial crisis than a working company in the end, which was really sad for me. Reasons for the weaker than expected performance was offering too high of a rebate during quarter one, opening a store when really, if I looked at the details, like I probably couldn't afforded that. And I did try to close one of my locations in quarter six, but ultimately it costed more to close it than to keep it running, and it ended up tanking my finances even more. In the future, I think it would honestly be best for both locations to close down, and if the company wants to stay running, they can, because we did start off with a pretty good market share within quarters 1 through 3. So if they make an online debut and start smaller, I think that could be really beneficial for them. They should continue to use environmentally friendly products because it does attract customers and continue to try to improve employee morale. For marketing purposes, if we are going to an online company, then I think social media marketing will be really important for this company. It'll bring in more customers, probably open up our target market a bit more by being able to hit different apps like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all different age groups, and will overall save the company money. I learned a lot through this project. Paying attention to the details was a big one for me. I sometimes passed through the modules too quickly and didn't really realize what I was doing. Running a business is not easy, and if I ever wanted to do that, I would really have to sit down and think about that more. Listening to your employees is very important, which I really did improve on over like the quarters. But at first, I was not listening to my employees. Starting off your company slowly is okay. There is no rush. I tried to manufacture a lot more bikes than I should have in the beginning, and in the end, it was sad watching it go down. Using your market research to your advantage. I wasn't really doing what a lot of the other companies in my class was doing, and I thought that was okay. But in the end, I had no type of competitive advantage over any of them. And do not procrastinate. Thanks for listening.